David Aldridge, our sign. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Shot clock at 6. Russell kicks to Edwards. For the 3. The shot off that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And Leonard gets it to go.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Back to Russell. Over Jackson. Rebounded by Jackson. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Edwards against George. Down low, here's Morris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Russell passes to Towns. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Towns.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
To the middle, George finds Morris. And Morris throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Zubac, a screen on Russell. Zubac kicks to Morris. Outside, George. Outside, Jackson launches it. It's rebounded by Towns. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point game.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
George dishes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Russell inside. Jackson on him. Feeds to Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Rudy Gobert not content to just take the foul, used his size to follow through for the bucket.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Towns, and again it's Minnesota.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Outside Leonard. To the paint. Towns with the steal. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Towns, no luck. LA has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
McDaniels with the ball. Leonard's there. Just 5 to shoot. Gobert trying to get open. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. And it's all knotted up.
Staying with it, and Gobert with the high-flying tip dunk.
Zubac a screen on Edwards. George finds Zubac. The layup off target. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter will be on the way. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Outside Russell. Outside Towns. Back to Russell. And there's the feed to Towns. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got 6.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Takes a step back. Russell dishes to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Russell kicks to Towns. Well, there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man. It is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Leonard inside. McDaniels defended.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Outside Edwards. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Right side Towns. It's up a 3. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
George passes to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. The pass to Leonard. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. Latrey. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Will it go? The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. Edwards drawing the double team. Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Russell dishes to Towns. Back to Russell. This is it to McDaniels. And he banks in the layup. McDaniels got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Leonard the pass to Zubats. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Takes the 3. Here's Gobert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got 8.
In a league of huge guys, Gobert's size stands out, helps him absorb contact.
Outside, George, Zubats, and here's Morris for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 slot. The kick out to Anderson. There's the 3. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Noel passes to Prince. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Out to the right wing. Back to Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Los Angeles.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Anderson. Prince outside. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Prince. 6 to shoot. Anderson wide open. Cranes the 3-pointer. Anderson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And you see Anderson each year becoming a little more consistent from distance.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Batum inside. Guarded by Reed. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Powell trying to free himself up. Was shot by Batum. No good. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Prince. Here's Noel. No good with the triple. And with Batum, his versatility. He has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint. That'll always get you some floor time.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Driving in, the kick out to Anderson. Powell with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Wall.
Assisted by
Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrate the offense, creating for others.
Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. And McLaughlin gets it to go.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Outside, Wall. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Mann. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's McLaughlin. Shoots the three. And it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 3. Wall passes to Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Here's McLaughlin. Anderson outside. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Covington dishes to Batum. The rebound by Anderson. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Reed. Good D by Covington. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And Wall. Here we go now. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside, Russell.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position and makes him a handful to defend inside.
For Minnesota, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early. 11 seconds left in the third. The Clippers again turning it over. Here's Edwards, and the rejection by Zubats. Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fighting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Zubats kicks to Morris. Back to Zubats. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Edwards against Morris. Edwards looking it over. Gobert in the corner. Back to Edwards. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And so good off the bounds. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Outside Leonard. Beyond the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Edwards launches it from deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
On the wing, Morris fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's covered by Leonard. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Russell with him. Leonard picks him up. Towns for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Russell against Jackson. Here's Zubats. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
The kick out to Town. A 3-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Russell against Jackson. And the rejection by Zubats. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubats. Russell against Jackson. The pass to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. And he converts the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
George passes to Zubats. Outside for George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, he's been the guy on a few teams, so Paul George is ready for moments like this.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Passes to Towns. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Wanting to prove the doubters wrong, George welcomes the chance to come through at the strike.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Russell against Jackson. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell.
And typically, he's reliable from the line. Let's see if Russell can come up here big for his team.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
George against Edwards. Morris. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Leans inside. It falls.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Leonard, that's for 2. And the Clippers miss again. Outside Edwards. Kicks it to Towns. Fires from deep. That shot missing. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot three, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out. And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Here with me. We're expecting a shootout with this matchup, RJ. These are two teams that can score with the best of them.
Yeah, each side are going to have their hands full on defense. Both sides need to bring the intensity to try and disrupt the offensive flow any way they can.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the three.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Takes the three. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Brooks with it. Right side Morant. Now Adams. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
No coverage that time.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well. Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Payne with it. Russell covering. Jackson against Towns. Outside for Brooks. 6 to shoot. From deep, Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Outside for Russell. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And here's Edwards outside. No good there. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. On the wing, Bane fires the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. McDaniels with it. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. From down in the low post, it goes.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Russell against Morant. Outside for Brooks. From deep, Bane. They get it again. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. Puts the move on. And Edwards slams it in.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. 52 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside Bane. Here's the three. Good. And the setup by Morant.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
Russell against Morant. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Russell against Morant. 17 seconds left in the first quarter here. Jackson, pass to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Russell with the ball. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Timberwolves ahead, leading by a... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience, you understand what the other team is going to do, so the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
Towns can't get it to go. Memphis leading. Pass to Bane. And here's Morant. Back to Bane. And then Morant with the jam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Bane against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. Sinks it from distance. Brooks has got 6.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And then Morant with the dunk.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use Jackson.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer.
Now that's how you finish.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And Edwards slams it in.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Outside Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Up top, Jackson. Over Towns. Jackson can't get it to go.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Morant. Stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Bane. Russell against Morant. Inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Russell against Bane. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Out to the right wing. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Off target with the three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
On the wing, Brooks. And here's Jackson. Outside Bain. Morant with it. Jackson on the wing. Launches it. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Outside Morant. He got it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
22. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwockies!
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. And it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Conchar. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Now Reed kicks it out to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. To the left side wing. Reed finds Anderson. This for the tie. 5 to shoot. Here's Noel for the lead. Good D by Clark. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. Clark left side. And it's Noel with a rebound.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Prince. The 3. Unable to get that one.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
The kick out to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Kicks it out to Anderson. This one for 3. Here's Reed over Clark. Reed can't hit. Memphis leading. Outside Jones. The kick out to Williams. Here's Conchar. Offline with a 3. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
Something Kyle Anderson does well is put pressure on the ball. Not what you expect from bigger guys, but he's got good instincts and fine steals.
Anderson with it. Guarded now by Williams. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. His ability to snatch the ball has even helped him secure a record, Richard.
Yeah, back in 2021, Kyle set the single-game playoff record for the Grizzlies with 6 steals. It was an impressive defensive effort for him, and trust me, he knows how to use his size and length very well.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul.
And the Grizzlies shooting at 45% of the game so far. Jones up top. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Williams punches it home.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Out to the wing. Here's McLaughlin. Jones with the block. And he gets it back. Anderson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Jones with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. Outside, Williams. There's the 3. That shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside, Anderson. Here's Brent. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Noel. And he hits it to tie the game. Noel's got his first 3 points of the game.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Pass to Aldama from downtown. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. "19 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Right side, Anderson. Here's Noel. With the drive. Here's Reed. Can't cash it in. Tie game in Minnesota. And time to step away quickly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. From deep paint. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Towns. Russell with the ball. Back to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
And here's Morant. Pass to Adams. It's Adams who hammers it home.
Assisted.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Morant against Russell. Towns passes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bate. Outside Russell. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And he gets the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Morant finds Jackson. Outside Bain. Jacks up a three. Russell with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Gets the three ball to go.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Morant. Here he goes. Minnesota with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Edwards. To the wing on the left. Tipped away. Jackson with it. Towns covering. Russell against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Adams. And stolen by Edwards. Outside Russell. And there's the drive. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Jackson, pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. Launches a three. That shot off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. McDaniels passes to Gobert. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Morant against Russell. Outside for Morant. Driving in. Counted.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Edwards. Outside for Russell. Towns for three. Can't knock in the three. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Here's Morant. And now we've got an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. And this...
Thanks for tuning in. Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options. So it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Now here's Morant. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Clock at 6. Here's Brooks. Adams trying to free himself up. Nice shot by Brooks.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Outside Leonard. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Outside for Jackson. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Zubats.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Yep, it counts.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Brooks with no one around. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Leonard. Can't connect from short range.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And it's Morant missing. Here's Los Angeles now. George passes to Morris. Misses in close. Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offline with his 3. Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. Brooks outside. Over to the left wing. It's Morant with the drive.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And here's George for 3. No good from Zubats. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Now here's Brooks. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Bain. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Now, here is George. Out to Morris. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
And I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Passes it to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Adams' shot is off.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Robert Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant kicks to Jackson. Outside, Bain. From outside the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George passes to Leonard. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Payne for 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Grizzlies out in front, up by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Covington with the steal. Jackson against Morant. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Kicks it out to Covington. Bangs home the trifecta. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Covington must prefer that. He gets a great rhythm on the catch and shoot.
Jackson against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And here's George for 3. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And here's Morant after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Jackson finds Bain. Back to Jackson. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And they're pushing it up. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Outside, George. Outside, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Bain after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Jackson. Morant surveying the D. From 15 feet away, Great D that time from Leonard.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Now here's Morant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bain. Here's the pass to Brooks. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's stolen by Adams. Outside, Bain. Pass to Jackson. He dishes it to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Bain against Leonard. Bain passes to Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's George. He's got 5. A 3 from Leonard. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Pass to Morant. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Norman Powell's checked in for George. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Morant. He's got 8. And Brooks. Here we go. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Brooks. Adams has got his first points in this one. Batum a screen on Morant. Passes it to Mann. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Jones dishes to Williams. And that's it for the first half of action. What's going to fair?
The Grizzlies, 14. For the Jabberwockies.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2. Here's Covington. Batum wide open. He fired. Off target from outside. Memphis trailing here. Outside, Green. Now the pass to Williams. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Clippers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Clearly a foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
The Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Nobody near Williams. Cans it from downtown. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. And here's Covington from the arc. That one's not going to go. Memphis leading. Outside Williams. Back to Clark. Powell with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Covington doesn't have to have the ball to help you, but you do want him occasionally to get touches and keep him engaged.
And both free throws good for Covington. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Williams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Ball to Memphis.
Shot from the inbound, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
And Wall with the slam.
And still possesses that blinding quickness. Wall, terrific at reading defenses and angles and just knifing himself inside.
That's tipped. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 1-point game. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Powell. Left side, Batum. 5 on the clock. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Covington. Wall's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Batum, good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Jones, the pass to Conchar. Wall against Jones. Williams up on top. Jones kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Powell, the pass to Covington. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Batum. Here's Clark. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Wall kicks to Batum. Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Over in the corner, Green. Jones against Wall. Jones, no luck. It's Powell on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now Morant. Driving to the basket.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard finds George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Out to Morant. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Morris passes to Leonard. Morris inside. Adams on him. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Outside, Bain. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Sure. And the shot goes in. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
John Wall's checked in for Reggie Jackson. I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And then at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Los Angeles leading by 8. Left side, Leonard. Crafty move. Out to Morris. Here's the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one. Ball against Morant. It's Payne atop the key. And another miss by Memphis. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Stripped away. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Wall. Payne finds Jackson. Payne looking around. Jackson passes to Adams. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Just 2 to shoot. Oh, man.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Morant dishes to Brooks. Pass to George. And it's good off the back rim and in. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. All with it. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Los Angeles.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Robert Covington.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Pass to Zubac. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Leonard. Back to Wall. Out to Morris. From the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers. Bain against George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And Bain drops them both. So the Clippers with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the...
All right, David, great job.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. Jackson, the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Zubats. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight. Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Down low, Gobert. Another shot to the left wing. Towns for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Edwards. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Zubats. And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Jackson against Russell. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Here's Jackson. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Zubac's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Morris. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Now here's Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Russell. Shoots over Jackson. Outside McDaniels. The three. Sinks the tray.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels against Leonard. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. 1:46 left now in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Russell, the pass to Edwards for three. It's rebounded by George. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard.
But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And down it goes. 2 points. George has got 5 now.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition, times it perfectly, and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Kept alive. Here's Gobert. Russell against Jackson. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Three-pointer. They get it back. The kick out to Edwards. Towns down low. Zubats there. The three from Russell. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gobert with it. Jackson in his pocket. McDaniels. And it's rejected. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. The drive by Jackson. Leonard outside. Drives to the hoop. Lays out and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Here's Edwards. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's George. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And still a close game as the... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. And stolen by Covington. Jackson, pass to George. And George with the jam.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Jackson against Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers grab the miss. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I like their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Graham?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sack.
Always one of the more disputed calls in the game. Goaltending. Coach is convinced the ball was not on the way down. He'll use his challenge.
This can be a tough one.
The previous play is under review.
Fine line. Clear and conclusive evidence never comes into effect more than on these calls.
Well, that's what's great about the coach's challenge on calls like this. We're able to slow.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And here we go. The call will stand.
That'll cost them a timeout and their one and only coach's challenge. Goaltending calls can be so tough to make. You understand why he wanted a closer look at it, and we'll see if he regrets it.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. He takes it in, and that one's good.
Tremendous balance by Russell. Takes on contact, finishes the play. We'll see if he can get the and one at the line.
Free throw is good from Russell. The Clippers have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. Out to Covington. Clock at 6. Releases. And too long on the shot. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Russell against Jackson. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Leonard against McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Clippers ball.
The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Double team on Leonard. Here's Jackson. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns, and another shot, and he takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got 5 now.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
The 3, George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Out to Leonard from deep. And the 3-pointer goes. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And here's Edwards outside. Second chance shot. And Towns with the lay-in. 9 points in the game.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that.
Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Clippers, 25. The Timberwolves, 21.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And, you know, Batum certainly has the ability to score inside.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Here's Prince, covered by Covington. Noel, no good. The Clippers shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Wall finds Batum. Back to Wall. Here's Mann. Outside Wall. Out to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from 3. Powell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Into the lane. Outside Anderson. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Batum. And that one drops for him.
Oh, and for his size, Nick Batum has really good ball handling skills.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering to the wing, right side. Out left to the wing. Here's Noel. Inside, Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. The offensive rebound. Blocked! And here's Wall. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Up top, Reid. Now Anderson. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's Reid. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And the bucket is good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
So much fun to watch John Wall get tricky with the rock and create for himself. That is special work right there.
Reid finds Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. To the inside. Reid passes to Anderson. Back to Reid. Pass to Noel from behind the arc. Connects from downtown. Noel's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Oh, swiped away. And they're on the break. Anderson with it. Covington grabs the board. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Wall, the pass to Batum. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Noel drives in. Here's Prince. The putback. That one no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Batum. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Noel. Powell covers. Back to Noel. Now here's Reid. Powell with a steal. Here's Wall. Batum with it. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And Batum throwing it down with ease.
And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here are the Clippers now. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Here's Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Down low. Here's Towns. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 from Russell.
I'm sure that'll make John Wall's coach happy to see that kind of hustle and aggressiveness at the defensive end. Doing a really good job to smother.
Morris, a screen on Russell. Knocked away. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
The Clippers in the lead. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. On target from range. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
McDaniels finds Russell.
Minnesota charges the foul. D'Angelo Russell. First personal foul.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Out to Leonard. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Russell up top. Back to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
George against Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to relax. Guys, back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for him. And some solid defense from Towns. Pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Russell with the ball. Guarded now by George. Ooh, Morris with a steal. McDaniels against Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The shot by Russell, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Wall against Russell. George outside from deep 3-point range. And they'll get another chance. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First 2 fouls.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Gobert passes to Towns. Clock at 4. To the middle. Gobert no good. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. George against Edwards. George outside. 4-3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Left side, Edwards. Zubac with the steal.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Clippers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient. Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. George passes to Morris. And here's Leonard over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to George. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
2K's and Doris quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at small forward.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Out to Brooks, takes a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside, Towns. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each tray that Ja makes builds his confidence.
Oh, here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Bain. Outside for Jackson. They grab their own miss. The pass to Bain. Clock at 6. Back to Jackson. Launches a 3. Outside, Bain. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Russell against Morant. It's Edwards on the wing. Has to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Outside for Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. It's stolen by Edwards.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
And he sinks the second. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Here's Morant after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Morant missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Passes it to Gobert. And it's Russell in the corner. Morant against Gobert. Back to Russell. And here's Edwards from the arc. He's off on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outside, Bain. Inside, Morant lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 5 points so far.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
For 3, Edwards. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant looking around. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Memphis moving it around. On the wing, Bain. And Adams kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 3. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Russell against Morant. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. He takes it in, makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Outside, Bain to the middle. Jackson passes to Morant. And it's off from three-point range. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. Edwards, that's good.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Outside Jackson. Morant outside. Back to Jackson. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Gobert with the screen on Morant. Back to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Towns missing. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Bain passes to Brooks. Adams outside. Down low. Gobert against Jackson. Pass to Brooks. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bain. The dish to Brooks. Back to Bain. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with the rebound. Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside, Towns. Over to the wing. McDaniels in the post. Brooks covering. Bucket is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Towns dishes to Edwards. The feed now to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
On the wing, Jackson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Bain passes to Morant. Feeds it to Jackson. Misses the layup.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Grizzlies have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Morant kicks to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Jackson passes to Bain. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. Here he goes.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Outside, Russell, and the pass to Towns. Edwards with it. Back to Towns. From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight to the inside. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Towns.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Adams, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Adams has got his first 2 points.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end
and some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top, up 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Anderson is out there at Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. And Green gets it to go.
Danny Green is one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the league. Makes it look easy.
Pass to Noel. Left side, Anderson. Out to the wing. Here's Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Anderson right side. A second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Jones drives in, inside. Passes it to Conchar. Outside, Green. Williams for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Noel passes to Anderson. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Clark finds Jones. Clark sets a screen for Jones. Back to Clark for the tie. Memphis moving that ball around. Williams can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Clark. The layup missed. Minnesota leading by 4. And a foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchar. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. A shake. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Conchar. They need this one, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Just 5 to shoot. Williams kicks to Jones. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Minnesota in the lead. Into the lane. A 3 from Anderson. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And they'll get another chance. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Prince wide open. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. On the wing, Jones. Outside, Green. Here's Conchar. On the wing, Williams. For the tie. And it's good on the layup. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Reed misses. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Stolen. Fast break. Here they come. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Jones. And Williams throws it down.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Here's Anderson. No good on the last second attempt there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies with... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside, Bain. Brooks with no one around. No good from outside. Edwards against Bain.
Oh, that was the right of addition.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Williams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He's really fired up about this game.
Thank you, David. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Morant passes to Bain. Gobert with the block on the wing, Williams. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Gobert dishes to Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Morant outside. The kick out to Williams. He feeds it to Adams. And rejection by McDaniel. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. It's Morant with the drive.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Outside, Russell. And Adams sends it back. And stolen by Russell. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And there's the drive. And finished off by McDaniel.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Oh, good on the triple.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. And Edwards with the stop.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Morant passes to Jackson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Williams. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Edwards looking it over. Russell kicks to Towns. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
The kick out to Williams. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Payne for 3. Here's Adams. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Outside, Russell. This one for 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. Gobert finds Towns. There's Russell with the 3. Ja Morant grabs the rebound.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Bain. Edwards passes to McDaniels. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
Good stuff.
Here we go.
So the Clippers win the tip. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
That one falls.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Zubac with a screen on Bain. It's George on the drive. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Morant. Bain, the pass to Brooks. No good on the triple.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
There's the drive. Here's Leonard. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. The crossover, Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Morris, a screen on Bain. George for 3. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Morant against Jackson. Brooks outside. Jackson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Brooks missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. George passes to Morris. The rebound by Jackson.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Adams finds Morant.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
B.A., before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Jackson for 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Morris.
We've watched Jaren Jackson struggle with early career injuries, but despite the setbacks, he's continued to grow and become a stronger player.
And he nails the 3rd. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And here's Leonard. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
George outside. Hits the trifecta. George has got 6.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Fires from deep. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's George. 6 points for him. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
George against Bain. Jackson outside. 3-pointer off the mark. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. 3-pointer, Brooks. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
You can run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
Kicks it to George. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 12.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
Substitution, Robert Covington.
Morant with it. Jackson outside. Brooks from outside. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
George for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Bain, the pass to Adams. Back to Bain. He gets it off.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without fouling.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line, shooting with confidence so far in this one.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks against Leonard. Outside Bain. Jackson outside. Here's Adams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Paul George.
Possibly the strongest guy in the league. Steven Adams forces defenses to be assertive with him.
And anytime a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
George, a deep 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Stolen by Jackson.
First personal foul.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Zubac with a screen on Brooks. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
George against Bane. George passes to Leonard. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Bane finds Adams. Jackson with it. Guarded by Covington. And the dunk by Jackson.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Takes a 3. And it's Paul George with the 3. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Answering back with a 3 of his own, Jackson has a calmness to his game, but he's a competitor.
Zubac, screen. For 3, George. He's off on that one. And Memphis taking it the other way now. And here's Memphis. They're on a 12-4 run. Morant, the pass to Adams. Leonard pulls down the board. Knocked loose. Outside for Morant. 5 to shoot. Back to Adams. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard outside. Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. The 3 is up. And the Clippers miss again.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard's got room. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
The 3, George. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And he comes up with a bucket. Adams has got 5 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The 3, George. Brooks with the rebound. And here's Memphis. They're on an 18-7 run. Jackson, right side. Outside for Brooks. On the wing, Bane. George defending. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Shoots over George. Bane, no good. Leonard against Bane. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
Dating all the way back to college, this is one of Kawhi's pet moves, the Sutton pull-up jumper.
Jackson with room to fire. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's man in at small forward. Here's Aldama. uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Powell passes to Batum. Shot from the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back. Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
Powell for 3. No good that time. Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Williams with it, guarded by Covington. Pass to Aldama. Jones against Powell. Jones' shot is good. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
For 3, Covington nails it from 3.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. From deep. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. To the wing on the left. Now here's Clark, guarded by Batum. Here's Jones, and such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the Clippers with the ball. Now Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Covington. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Pass to Conchar. The rebound by Mann.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Covington off with the layup. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Wall against Jones. Here's Conchar. There's the triple. The shot comes out, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Wall attacking, and the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Outside, Williams. A minute 6 left in the third. 6 to shoot, going inside. Here's Clark. Jones finds Williams. No good from outside. Los Angeles is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Right wing, let's go with a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Jones. Wall covering. Here's Aldama. Here's Conchar. Now here's Clark. Batum with the defensive effort. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell outside. On the wing man. Outside Covington. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And so it's Memphis out in front by 19 going into the break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. And it's Clark in at center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. George against Bain. And the jam by George.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Jackson outside from deep three-point range. Ball against Moran. Adams, the pass to Bain. Outside for Moran. The three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's George. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brooks with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Jackson. Nice move. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella usually goes about his business. But on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Morris, a screen on Bain. For 3, George. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And it's the Clippers on the break from outside the arc. That doesn't go either for George. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Zubats with a screen on Bain. George passes to Zubats. The 3-ball. And George with the basket on the assist by Zubats. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Bain, the pass to Adams. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And stolen by Bain. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Wall against Morant. Minute 32 left in the 4th quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Grizzlies.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jaren Jackson.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
And the Clippers miss again.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Now Jackson. He's guarded by Zubats. Clock at 6. Brooks from outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Wall, the pass to George. Three-pointer. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. The three from Bain. No good on the shot. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd